the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Darnold looking to throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd down now. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any Momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll get this to Tillman. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back to throw. Judy there to grab it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And they get this down to the 28.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and just 2 to go. This is Johnson heading right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Darnold. And they're all over him. He goes down. The flag goes down as well, though. Let's wait and see which side this is on. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. We've arrived at the end of one on third. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. Darnold. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Made, and he got both feet in. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 Lions.
They bring their tight end left.
Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pass complete to Thrash. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense
Here we
backwards.
go. Sack. 79 Broncos. Track at 60. Hut, hut.
First down from the red zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go, sack. Ready. Reset.
Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
We go, sack. Sack.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
We go, sack.
Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Steelers trying to make some noise before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Ready. Ready? Set.
Another try following the sack. He puts some power on it. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Set. Go 80. Hey, set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Set.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Ready? We go set.
He's throwing for it! And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
Airing it out to start this drive. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And it's completed right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Come 19. Ready? Get up.
They'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he sent a man in motion. From the 32. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Mustang 19. Come on.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That play good enough for a first. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he got it! Interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. To throw, here's Darnold. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Browns will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Jumps in up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Darnold now to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Darnold to throw. And they pick him off again. Jerome Baker has it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick six. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here goes that.
Here's Darnold. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Browns get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got it near the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the interception into points. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here goes that.
A give. This is Johnson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. On the ground again with Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Darnold looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Steelers have... Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Now Darnold. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing from the gun here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Darnold. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. The Steelers say they have it, and indeed they do. Steeler football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll come out throwing. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Gerald